Hey guys, what is up and welcome to another episode of Did You Know featuring Bran. Please don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it and check out the previous episodes as well, but without any further ado, let's jump straight into his abilities. If Bran's ultimate is spell shielded or black shielded, it'll still jump to the next targets. Black shield will absorb the damage from Blaze. If a spell is blocked by spell shield, Blaze will not apply, but once it's on the champion, spell shield will not be able to stop the ticking for the 4 seconds. Also, his E ability can jump to invisible targets or targets that are in a bush without any vision. However, it will not reveal them. All you need is some kind of intermediary that will make the ability jump to that target. Just like his E ability, his ulti can also jump to stealth or hidden targets within a bush. However, it will also not reveal them. Blaze is still considered magic damage dealt by Bran, meaning Spell Vamp and Rylai's applies during the 4 seconds the enemy champion is being hit. The Seer ability's stun and damage can be blocked by Black Shield and Spell Shield. However, Blaze will still go through and activate on the target through the Black Shield, even though Black Shield will probably absorb most of the damage it deals. Remember that summoner spells like Ignite will not activate Blaze, Bran's passive. Pillar can also be blocked by Black Shield and Spell Shield. However, the same thing applies as with the Q. The Blaze will still activate through the Black Shield onto the target. Seer does have a cast time before it hits the target, meaning using his W then Q will make his Q hit just in time to stun as the W has already hit them. Even though his ulti hits one target at a time, it is still considered an AoE spell, keep this in mind. Since Pillar, his W, is his most damaging spell, it is usually wise to make sure you hit someone with Blaze first and then use your W to deal the 25% extra damage. It is very common to use your E to apply the Blaze. Bran's E ability is considered a single target, however the jumping portion of it is considered AoE, therefore reducing Spell Vamp and the effect of Rylai's. However, if you use something like Zhonya's, Zed's ultimate, or Fizz's E as the ultimate is flying at you, it will completely cancel it in its animation and it will not jump to nearby targets. Bran's ulti will not target champions over minions normally, only if they have Blaze on them. Also, Bran's ulti will work off of clones such as LeBlanc's passive or Shaco's ultimate, and the ulti will jump between the two. For a typical Bran combo on a single target, it is recommended to use the E first to apply the passive, then you use the Q, W, and ulti for maximum damage. Or on the other hand, if you want to do more AoE damage, you can start with the Q first, get the passive going, use the E to spread it to everyone else, and then W them all and then follow it up with an ultimate. Alright guys, enough about his abilities, let us jump into some cool facts and lore about Bran. Bran was designed by Coronac, someone who I've been mentioning quite a lot in these videos. Did you know that the word Bran in Danish, Dutch, German, and Swedish means blaze, fire, burning, and burned, respectively? Bran is the second champion in the game to be fire themed, of course the first one being Annie. Bran's hand's animation when he fires his Q looks a lot like animations from Dragon Ball Z. Also, Bran's auto attack and Morgana's auto attack look very similar, just slightly different colors. Also, you can see that the fire coming out of Bran's head and arms is blurring out the background a little bit, making it a very impressive visual. Bran may resemble Surtur of Norse mythology, since they both have the blackened skin with lava cracks look, and Surtur's role in Ragnarok is the same as one of Bran's quotes.
Ready to set the world on fire.
On the contrary, he can also resemble Ignis of Planescape, since both are mages in flames, both burn their enemies, and both of them lost their humanity to turn into what they are now. Here's some really cool lore for you guys. Apparently, the body that Bran is in used to belong to someone named Keegan Rodhi, who was a seafaring marauder. It happened as Keegan and his men ventured into an ice dungeon looking for more loot, and they saw a cage that had a dancing column of flame in it, which technically is impossible, especially in those conditions. Keegan couldn't help but walk to it with his hand sticking out, and from that point, Bran took over the body of the marauder. Since Keegan was from Lokfar, which is within Freljord, it is assumed that Lysandra was the one that put Bran into that cage. This is also further backed with one of Lysandra's special taunts towards Bran.
You really picked the wrong side.
The creature Bran is known as the Burning Vengeance, that is created from pure, fiery hate that only wants to lay waste to men and Yordles. This is why he is so destructive. The part of the lore where he was trapped in the cage and took over Keegan's body is further proved with this quote.
After millennia, I am free.
Bran's quote,
Some say the world will end in fire,
may reference Ragnarok of Norse mythology, where the earth is set on fire. Bran's joke,
Is it hot in here or is it just me?
apparently used to be used by Anivia a long time ago. Zombie Brand's quote,
"Every day I'm shambling,"
probably references to the famous LMFAO song, Every Day I'm Shuffling. Did you know that Zombie Brand and Graves share the same quote?
"Dead man walking."
Dead man walking.
Vandal Brand was originally going to be named Biker Brand. Also, you can see Gragas' icon in the back in the Vandal Brand artwork. Cryocore Brand resembles Mr. Freeze from the Batman franchise. Zombie Brand's appearance may resemble the normal zombie from the game Plants vs. Zombies. They also share the same suit. His dance is of course from Michael Jackson's Thriller. Zombie Brand is one of the first to have a respawn animation. Apparently, Brand was captured by a summoner with the aid of Garen and Lux when he was overcome by Demacian forces. Alright guys, that unfortunately does mark the end of this episode of Did You Know featuring Brand. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to throw in a like down below and also comment on who you would like to see in the next episode. I would also very much appreciate it if you guys can follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, or a Nook pages down in the description below. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope to see you next time. Peace!